you know what? I've had the most amazing time here today. It's been brilliant. I think it's all my childhood dreams fulfilled now. Like feeding the tiger especially was absolutely amazing. And Aaron's going to tell us a bit about how the wildlife park started here.
Even though it's been called Paradise for about 25 years now, the site's actually been here since the 60s. But it was originally called Broxbourne Zoo, and up until when my grandfather bought it, it was actually regarded or documented as the worst zoo in the United Kingdom. So even though they still had the likes of lions, tigers, chimpanzees, all that stuff here, it was used mainly as a local dump site or scrap heap than it was an actual zoo. The main way of the previous owner making money was to get the chimps to do things like smoke cigarettes and all that kind of stuff, and they were in very, very tiny cages. So yeah, my granddad at the time had a big coach business, and he was simply looking for a place to put all of his coaches in one place and to go into real estate. And when he got denied planning permission, he said, all right then, I'm going to buy the zoo and turn it into one of the best small wildlife parks in the whole of Europe.
Which it has become. It
has indeed. Quite funny to add to the story, he actually bought the zoo on April Fool's Day 1984 for £100,000. So this is actually my house behind us here. So
wonderful place to live. I'm so jealous. Oh wow, it's beautiful. Aaron, tell us about some of the things that people can do here.
Well, we've got a very, very unique ethos that my granddad introduced as soon as we bought the place, which is to try and get people as close to the animals as possible without the enclosures being too small for the animals or without it being too dangerous to the public, because we want you to go home with your fingers. So what we started to do when we first bought the place was do animal experiences where you could meet the animals. And back then, when there was no health and safety in the country, we used to do things like walk the tigers. We used to take people.
Walk the tigers?
Yeah. Walk the big cats. We used to take people.
I wish I lived back then so I could come here and walk the tiger.
When we first started doing it, everyone frowned upon us. No one agreed with being hands-on with animals and letting the public get hands-on with animals.
That's what people want to do. They don't just want to sort of look at them from a distance.
Funnily enough, over the years, we've seen more and more zoos start to do animal experiences. Yeah, we kind of wish we copyrighted that one, but should have done it. But
you should give everyone the experience.
At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, and the profession's gone on and more forward in that respect. So yeah, in a way, we started it here.
Well, thank you so much for a wonderful day. I've loved it here, and I really recommend everyone to come here. It's amazing.
Please do.
Yeah.